Well, hello, everyone.
Look,
Look, it's Mike Kelly, too.
my eyes were bugging out.
Were they? Why?
Yeah, because I was waiting for us to go live. And now we are.
It takes it's amazing. Sometimes
Couple
it's like
seconds.
that, and sometimes it's like,
Dirt, 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 dirt. It's Friday.
yes, it is.
What does that mean?
That means Saturday comes after that.
Yeah.
And that's the radio show.
And we're talking to
Tom Bryant
of
the Investment Consulting Group.
Yes.
About the market and what's going on and what we should do.
Yeah,
and
mostly the stock market, right?
Yeah, well, we talked a little bit about
and how it affects the housing market.
Right, but we also talked about inflation and other things.
We're going to talk about all that stuff.
That's what I mean. Did I say we did, like it already happened or something?
Yeah, I'm like, you're a time traveler.
Well, of course I am.
Look what I found yesterday. Look what I found tomorrow.
Oh. I was like, what are you talking about? All right, so I'm going to get into
tell us the
a couple
reports.
of things. PCE came out today, personal consumption expenditures, and inflation rose 0.1% in December, which was 1.1% hotter than they expected. However, year over year, we went from 5.5 to 5. So we're going down. That's why we didn't see a huge rally this morning. And that's important because it's showing that we are on a going trajectory down, and it's going to keep going down.
When you say huge rally, you're talking about the bond market,
right? For rates to get better today, because we all thought that the rates were going to get better today, and they're just sitting over here doing nothing.
So it showed that inflation rose 0.1% in December, which was 0.1% hotter than estimates. Right. So was that 0.0, or was it going to be like a negative thing?
Well, they were thinking it was going to, show. Yeah,
zero. Just a flat line.
Yeah, flat line. No, yeah. Who knows what they were thinking? The question really is, I asked this before, who actually creates this stuff? And I was told it's the government. So do we trust it?
No.
I'm talking about the.
How could you?
The expectations numbers.
Not what's happening in the market.
Yeah, because I was watching Fox News this morning. It's either CNBC or Fox News, and they were putting on there, and I don't have them to show, but the inflation under Biden, how it went up, and I'm not just knocking him, but I'm just saying that then they're talking about food inflation and how pork's up. Well, that's not bad. Buy pork, it's only up 1.5%. Milk's up 12.5. Rice is up 13.8.
What about eggs?
I haven't got there. Coffee is up by 14.3%, and butter's up 31.4. I guess those people churning it takes a lot longer now, and they gotta make more money.
Those machines.
No, I thought they actually have the people doing it.
No, that's only in Switzerland.
And so chicken's up 10.9%. So that tells me eggs are up. But Costco eggs are still $8. I don't know what, people complaining about.
What did we used to pay? Half that, right?
I don't remember.
Wasn't like $4 for.
Well, that's for. Are you talking a dozen? Or are you talking 18 and? Because Costco has those big 18.
Yeah,
things.
Karen gets the big packs.
Yeah, those are the more.
I know they're more. They're more eggs.
Is that what they are?
Yep.
Okay. That's all the news for today. Next week's news, we got appreciation readings for November, Case Shiller, Wednesday's mortgage applications. There's really not major. The job report is going to show probably, more people are not working. They took time off to go visit time with their family. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, during I missed this part. Going back to work.
I missed this part. The core rate, which is the Fed, that it rose 3.1 last per month, declined 4.7 to 4.4 year over year. So these were again in line with estimates, and that's our problem. Pending home sales, which measures the signed contracts on existing homes, actually rose in December. Because they must have been listening to us where we said December is the best month to buy.
Exactly.
And November was revised higher from instead of a -4 to -2.6.
Oh, that's better.
And I don't know if you saw this, but NAR says this. I couldn't get the whole thing up there.
The recent low point in home sales activity is likely over. Mortgage rates are the dominant factor driving home sales. And
recent declines
in rates are clearly helping to stabilize the market. Absolutely.
Right. And I saw this article. Someone posted it. Let me bring it in. About U.S. housing market show early signs. Exactly what we're talking about. Pending home sales.
Yeah.
So that's what are you going to do?
What do you? Hey,
there, it's good that Robert
Gamboa. He's one happy dude
in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Go get pinpointrealtors.com.
There you go. Fox Business News. He made it.
Yeah, he made it all right. So that's kind of where I have it today. What do you got going on?
It's the same thing. We had our office sales meeting Tuesday. Is it Friday? Tuesday. And the room was packed. Ooh,
Oh, you're talking at your office?
at the office.
I saw with the CVR was packed too. So.
Yeah. So the general pulse of the market and what's going to happen this year is very positive. See how my eyes bugged out when I said positive. People are excited to be back at work. People are excited that there are not much more inventory, but buyers are jumping back in the market because the interest rates have recovered a little bit. Not that they were horrible before.
Well, we got to 7.25. That was ugly.
That's still not horrible.
I know, but when
I know when you're used to 2.
No, the affordability is what the problem was. People couldn't afford anything, and that's I was talking to friends
of mine
in the Bay Area.
There was no supply to drop that housing price. Right. So you got high interest rates that's slowed down the housing market and inflation a little bit, which is what they were trying to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you still don't have supply, so you can't slow it down too much.
Correct.
Because people will just listen to us. Marry the house, date the rate.
Yeah, slow that down.
Slow that roll.
Flip it around the other way.
So it was nice to see. I mean, we probably had 75 people in the office for the sales meeting.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because you normally used to have 20 in the last few months?
25.
Yeah. That's more than we have at Rotary.
It is more than no. We were pretty packed yesterday.
Yeah, but that's only like 40, 45.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's only so many tables. It's just if you put less tables out, it seems packed.
Less tables is some guy's name.
Is it?
Yeah, fewer tables. So anyway, I really feel that this year is going to be a banner year for kind of affordability. I mean, affordability is just driven by the market. So, capitalist society, the market's going to bear what the market's going to bear. I think people are making a little bit more money, those who are working. I think interest rates are going to drop just a little bit to make it a little bit. I love this because what's coming up. That makes it a little bit more affordable for those who are working and have a nice living wage. And I think we're going to see a pretty banner year in home sales. Well, tell me about.
I think so too. I think we're going to see a huge change right now. I think we're seeing that. I'm hearing it from a lot of people, not just here, all over the Bay Area, everywhere. Even though the Bay Area still has no homes to sell, 200 and some homes, and they have so many people wanting them, but they can't afford it.
Pent up demand. And they'll begin to. You know what I was thinking?
No.
I was thinking about Valentine's Day and how my buddy's book is coming out on Valentine's Day. Did you want to talk about that a little bit?
No, I think you're going to ask. I've been asked, how do I feel about I don't know if you can hear this, but I'm somebody now.
And I think we can hear it.
I always love
got a book and he's
jerk.
Somebody now.
The Jerk.
One of my favorite all-time movies.
Yeah, just that part about the phone book because it was such a big deal. Remember the first time you were in the phone book when you were a kid?
Oh
when
my God!
Moved out on your own, got your own phone.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my name's in the phone book.
That's right. Now everybody can find me.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh crap, everybody can find me.
Yeah, I hope I could hear that, but if not, that's The Jerk, and it was about the phone book is here, the phone book is here, and he is somebody now.
I love when the sniper goes after him,
and he runs over by oil cans are popping and dying.
He runs over by the oil cans and he goes, he hates these cans.
Yeah,
the dumbest damn movie in the world.
Can't make
made my kids watch it when they were, I think, 13 and 16, and after the movie was over, they looked at me and they said, "You thought that was funny?" I'm like, "Oh my God, generations."
Well, I didn't think Abbott and Costello was funny.
Oh, I thought they were hilarious.
Yeah, seeing the Three Stooges.
And I'm only 10 years older than you, right? Or
I don't know.
What
Let's not worry about it.
Okay.
My beard.
I know worry.
No, it's just it's like Joe Dirt was funny, right? For some people.
To me.
Yeah. So for me, it's like, for my kids. And
to me, it was like watching part of my family.
Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
Big guy in a little coat, Black Sheep.
Yeah. And see, that's the generation that my kids are in.
Yeah.
And they thought those were hilarious.
And they are.
So they sing to a different generation.
I just think you're old.
Oh, I am.
I'm just kidding.
I won't even argue the point.
Well, you got, the all the Adam Sandler stuff,
Yeah, I do like some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's
Happy
the guy
Gilmore.
I can't stand? Oh, is it Will Ferrell?
Oh, you don't like Will Ferrell?
Oh my God. How many times are you going to laugh at him running around in his tidy whities?
I don't know.
Every single movie, it seems like it's like, okay, there's your stick.
Is that what it is?
Go work out.
There's your stick.
There's your stick. Stick.
Your stick is showing.
Stick. Yeah. Well, actually, it probably wasn't.
Anyway. All right. So the market is doing great. It's going to get
better.
I had somebody who canceled escrow on a large house because they were worried about too much work that had to be done on it.
Oh, okay.
And they got in, I think, at like 800. Now it's back on the market for 750.
Ouch.
What does that tell you?
Well,
you should have just given in and give her what she wanted.
Yeah, exactly. And
I mean, this one had major problems with decks, and it had a huge deck.
Well, and just like we were talking Wednesday when we were saying buyers are starting to ask way too much, and sellers are still kind of used to. But no, I don't. I think that was my protein shake. Sellers are starting to give in some, but when I don't know this case, but when you ask way over the top, it's off-putting, and so sellers will put it back on the market. They're potential. You can't lose what you never had.
Right.
They had an $800,000 offer, but it didn't close. So what did you have? You didn't have anything.
Well, the problem is, and again, we talked about this before. No long escrows.
Right.
Shorter the better.
Was this a long one?
60, and then they extended another 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, someone had to go on vacation. Well, who cares? We can close during vacation.
Yeah, you can sign everything before you go, close. And go.
Well, or just do 30 days. Don't do any longer. It's just too many things can happen. Things will happen.
Way too many variables. Yeah. It's almost like Final Destination.
You're not trying to force somebody to buy a house, but you're just trying to make sure there's nothing that happens during that period of time. Like we have another one they wrote for 45, and I said, can we do sooner? Yeah, it's vacant. Okay, well, we'll close in less than 21 days. Then we'll close as soon as we can.
Yeah.
And what that does allows us to get a better rate too, because we can do shorter locking periods versus a 60-day lock period or a 45-day lock period. Mm-hmm. We can do 21 days or 22 days or 19 or 18 or 7. You know what I mean? And whatever the number is.
Exactly. Yeah.
So the biggest thing is just the appraisal, getting that back. And it's a VA. And the problem with that is the appraisers actually have up to 10 days after they see the property to get it back. A lot of them don't take that long.
Yeah.
But some, play around with it. And it's, whoop. The phone book is here again.
You're somebody.
Sorry, we heard that. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah.
Because we tried one a long time ago and it didn't come through. So I don't know if that stuff comes through. We'll find out. I'll look at it later.
Yeah.
Anyway, because I'm looking at us right there. We're not moving on the Facebook.
We're not moving?
Yeah. Well, on mine because it's paused.
Oh.
All right, Paul.
Shorter escrows. Makes more sense. Yeah. Makes more sense. Rent back if you can. Figure things out.
Because you still have to accrue the interest, so you're not going to have a payment for 45 to 60 days.
Exactly.
So but you can get paid by the seller while they live there. Because you just closed one for somebody and they had to get all their stuff out of that house, and it was how long was that rent back?
That rent back was scheduled for 31 days. We actually gave up the property on 7 days sooner. So what is that? That's 24 days. So that's the thing is pick a time frame outside of what you think it might be, so you're not asking to re-rent or to reestablish the rent back. And then if you get out of there sooner, do so.
Right. I mean, don't just try to stay there as long as possible.
Exactly. And we've been taught, many of us have been taught, that if you have an inkling that maybe the seller is going to try to keep going and going and going and staying there for your per diem, so whatever your principal and interest payment is divided by 30 days, there's your per diem. When you write up these rent back, the seller to remain in possession, you give them 15 days at this rate, and then after that at this rate, and then after another 15 days at this rate. So it gets increasingly more expensive to deter them from just to camp out and stay.
Yeah, because there have been in times where sellers stayed in the property.
Yeah,
and they
more
didn't.
so in the past.
Right. Yeah. Not recently.
Yeah.
Where they just stayed and then they had to go through eviction to get them out. I had somebody a long time ago help them buy a condo.
Yeah.
And the people selling it had a tenant there and goes, "Do you mind, just leaving the tenant until you're ready to?" And it's like, "No problem." And then a year later,
That's
that
a
tenant
problem.
the tenant finally got out.
Yeah.
So.
And you got to remember your lender, because you're getting an owner occupied loan, your lender is going to require you to get in there. I think the furthest out you can go is 60 days.
It's usually within 60 days.
Yeah.
But if something happens like that, you had no control over. The 60-day rule is so that they know you're not taking advantage and you're not trying to turn it into a rental and buying because that's mortgage fraud.
Right. Yep.
Which you don't want.
That's prison bars.
It probably would be because, that's, white collar crime, which is more horrible these days than the other stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, get me off my soapbox before I keep talking.
No, I like soapboxes.
Right.
What is it? Is it Dove?
Yeah, that would really support me.
Those are cardboard boxes.
Yeah, those aren't the old boxes of the day.
So my prediction is, you're going to have a lot of sunshine this weekend, correct?
I think we have potential rain Sunday or something.
Was it Sunday?
I don't remember.
Well, my prediction is.
All right, you predict. All right.
I'm going to predict that you're going to have, that you're going to have a lot of sunshine Saturday and some clouds on Sunday. You're going to have a bunch of open houses. You're going to have an opportunity to view a property without making an appointment. And you'll be able to because if you're out there looking at houses, you're already pre-approved, and you'll be able to. That's all, folks. You'll be able to put together a real nice purchase agreement with very little competition against you. So go out there and do that before February comes around and people start jumping back into the market.
Like next week.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah. Coming around.
Coming around.
Coming around the bend when she comes. God, we're old. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
Yep.
All right, everybody, make it a great day. Thanks for being here.
Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend.
Don't forget our radio show on Saturdays from 12 to 1. And replays Sunday 10 to 11. We turn to the podcast on Monday. We're having Tom and Bryant on there, the investment consulting group, talking about the market, what you should do, that kind of stuff. What were you going to say?
And did you know February 14th, Ed is going to be somebody because his book comes out on Amazon.
That's right.
What's the title of the book?
Financial Freedom, Building Personal Wealth Through Home Ownership.
You got a picture?
I'm sure I do somewhere.
Well, you should show it.
Yeah, well, I'll show it next week.
Okay.
I'll have it behind me. I haven't had a chance to make that thumbnail. I didn't want in everybody. Here's the problem is there's no really pre-sales except for Kindle, and it shouldn't. If you pre-sell it, it doesn't go towards your number for a seller
for sales
for bestseller list until the day of. So
February 14th.
So if you go in there and buy it you're trying to help me. I can't count it towards my total sales to get the Amazon bestseller.
So if you go,
I had him put me way down. Kids buying homes. I'm just kidding.
February 14th, buy your spouse a book.
Yeah,
and then take her to dinner.
Yeah, that's right.
Or something.
All right. Make it a great day. Thanks for being here. And we really appreciate you.
Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the sun.